and kind of see how, we can like best or be, solid partners to you and your to Nuls in general. So I just wanted to take the time to, set aside to do that.
Yeah, sure. Sounds great. I will turn my camera on so you can see I am a real person.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, I see.
It's I usually turn it down because as I live in a third world country, internet is not our best of features here.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, it's crap. so to say. So it's better to save some bandwidth so we have a fluid conversation.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it sounds pretty good right now.
All right.
Yes, I mean I don't want to take too much of your time, so I'll kind of just get right to it. So like the last couple weeks, so our team's really small. I mean, I do the majority of the work, and as far as like the developments, the planning, like all that stuff, and so things have been getting pretty busy the last 2-3 weeks. But I haven't had the amount of time that I would like to have to kind of dive deeper into your platform and your ecosystem. I mean, Nuls in general. I mean, you guys are highly developed, relatively speaking, to like, the majority of, especially on Uniswap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my number two. He's going to be basically the representative from us to you guys because he's pretty technically savvy. So he'll be able to pick up things probably a lot quicker too. He was supposed to be here, but he wasn't able to make it. He had a family emergency. So, I mean, that's the kind of the big thing was I just wanted to introduce you to him, but he's not here. So
no worries. It happens.
Yeah. And then I guess, I mean, it shouldn't take too long. The biggest question, I guess, is, so you have let me pull it up. You have the POCM, and, you guys are pushing a good amount of projects, different type of projects onto your platform.
Yeah.
And so what's the main goal behind that? Like, what are you guys trying to accomplish with that? So I just understand it better.
Oh yeah, this is the strategy. First, we have realized that Bitcoin is alive because not because of the technology itself, because we all know it's old technology, but because of the huge ecosystem it has managed to create around it, right? So that creates kind of a huge inertia. So it keeps going to be the king, whatever the technology it has. So we are investing all our resources to create an ecosystem like that. In a few years, of course, because at the end that will survive any bear market. We want to be long-term. We're not interested in short-term pumps.
Yeah.
So why we built the SEO platform? POCM is the smart contract, but the whole platform is called SEO.
SEO.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the idea is, well, as you know, the basic functionality is people stakes in your project and they receive your token and your team receives the Nuls token, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this creates a nice synergy because our community will cheer for your project directly because it's in their best interest for the price of your token to increase because they receive more value for the same Nuls they are staking, right? In turn, you cheer for Nuls and Nerve because it's in your direct interest that Nuls price increase because you receive more value. right?
Okay.
So if Nuls price tends to increase, we benefit because we will be able to attract even more projects. And this closes the circuit. It's a win-win-win situation for everybody, community, your team, and our team. So this is why many projects are signing in, because the ecosystem we are consolidated cheer everybody for everybody, and it is enforced by the ACO platform, and it's not creating a competitive environment which every project competes with each other, but to the contrary, it creates an environment with every project supporting other projects, because in the end, the more projects are successful in our platform, all benefit, because Null's price will tend to rise. So that's the main strategy behind it. And that's why we are focusing our resources on that. So if you are building at least one component in our platform, whether it be Nulls or Nerf, I can give you direct access to our development team. This, of course, will accelerate your development and maximize the probability to build a successful product.
So, okay, so what can you build? So you're saying build within your platform, correct?
Sorry, didn't get that.
I was saying, so you're saying that we can build within your platform.
Yeah, yes,
So what kind
yes,
of
sure.
things can we build?
For example, we have everything you can build in Ethereum can be built on Nulls.
Okay.
And I mean, we have our smart contract engine, which is based on a subset of Java.
Okay.
So it's easy to learn, and individual models can be built on any language you want. For example, if you follow modern language, you can build models on Python. If you are a masochist, you can build them in assembler, and so on. You get the idea. That's
Okay.
because we have developed the first microservices architecture. I don't know if you are aware about microservices.
No.
Well, the idea is this. It's an architecture that's being implemented in the biggest software companies in the world, including Microsoft, Google, Facebook, and you
Okay.
name it. Very new. The main idea is that each module is an application by itself, and it talks with other modules using a protocol that we have developed. So as each module is an application, it can live in other servers, in other instances. It can also be deployed individually. So you can upgrade your blockchain just per module. And also, if you want to develop, let's say, a new consensus mechanism, you just focus on that module. You don't need to touch the rest of the infrastructure, and you can even deploy it runtime if that's
Okay.
available. So this architecture gives us the ability to evolve and adapt faster than anybody else.
Yeah. So it sounds like.
Yes. So now the question we are always asked, why it's so good? Why not everybody using it? The reason is that it's very expensive to switch to this architecture, because you need to rewrite everything using this architecture. And if you do not have experience writing microservices, then you probably if you do it wrong, you lose all the benefits that I am
Yeah.
telling you. So, and as it is new, there's not too many people with enough experience in to build this kind of application.
Yeah.
And it's a more difficult because you need to build a protocol, you need to build some infrastructure that coordinates how other models behave. You need to build some standards so they behave correctly in the whole infrastructure. I mean, there's a lot more boilerplate code that needs to be done. And that's the reason we don't expect competition in anytime soon. But the
Yeah.
benefits, of course, will be collected in the years to come, right? Because
Yeah.
when we will be able to introduce new technology faster than anybody else. So this has allowed us to create products no one has. For example, we have Chain Factory and Chain Box. Chain Factory is a web page where you introduce some parameters and bam, you download a whole new blockchain customizes for your company. So, for example, if in 5 years we grow very fast and fees are starting to increase, no problem. We have you covered already. You build a blockchain like ours,
Mm-hmm.
and in 5 minutes or 10 minutes maximum, you download it. And not only that, you download a web explorer and a web wallet ready to use for your new blockchain.
Is that within
So
the Pockham site, or is that on a completely different application?
in a different application, this
Okay.
is called factory.nuls.io.
Factory. Okay. Nuls.
So as you can see, our idea is that we invested 2 years in develop our tools that really closes the circuit for our partners. Even if they detach from Nuls, we have them covered. Of course, we always suggest to build first as part of our infrastructure using the NRC20 token.
Yeah.
That's similar to ERC20 token on Ethereum, right?
Yeah.
But unlike this, I don't know if I explained it, that our NRC20 token has nice properties. That it can travel between 5 blockchains, for example, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Huobi Echo, Nuls, and Nerve. So this means that your token can be promoted to a larger pool of investors.
Yeah.
I mean,
how does
yeah.
so yeah, so that's one of a kind, being able to do that. So how does that happen though? How do you guys bridge to so many blockchains?
So we have developed a new blockchain called Nerve Network, right? This has the ability to provide the cross-chain functionality. So you register to Nerve. I will teach you how to do that.
Okay.
And you can switch between all the 5 blockchains and that we support. Also, we support, say, 60, 70 assets and more in Nerve. So the idea is, if you need to use cross-chain functionality, I mean, you need to implement several assets in your application, it's better to use Nerve for that, because you just create one interface to our network and you have access to all assets we support. And we are continuously increasing, supporting, adding new assets. So this obviously minimizes time and obviously costs to build an application, a cross-chain DeFi application. So Nerve also has different features. For example, it has 2 seconds to create a block. It has 2,000 and more transactions per second. And the most important thing is that just one confirmation is needed to be considered secure. So there is no rollbacks nor soft forks. Sorry.
Yeah.
But to achieve this, we needed to make some compromises. And for example, NERV does not have a smart contract engine. So developers in practice implement two blockchains in their dApps, Nuls for the smart contracts and the heavy parts of their platform, and NERV for the cross-chain functionality and the fast part of their components. Which begs the question, why did you split in two blockchains and not create it with just one single blockchain? The reason is purely technical. As I said, NERV has different goals that we needed to make some compromises in order to achieve them. So instead of building just one single blockchain that tries to do everything and do it fast, we split in two with different requirements, different goals, and even different pace of development, right? Development pace. So this proved to be the right decision because we are making progress a lot faster than our competition because we already have everything I'm telling you, we already have in production. It's not just a PowerPoint presentation that we are trying to which is typical in crypto. So we invested 2 years building all our tools, and now it's time just to bring and grow our ecosystem.
I think a lot of it has to, because you guys are extremely advanced. I mean, I'm speaking from more the Uniswap platform. So which would be a great tool to utilize. That's why I wanted to, chat with you and stuff. That way I can kind of get like a better understanding of what you guys are working on and utilizing. And so I think there's going to be a huge customer base there for you guys. Once people are able to kind of comprehend, what you guys are working on, because everything that I hear you saying is what everybody keeps asking for. Mm-hmm. So I think that's going to be a huge opportunity. And that's why I wanted to designate one of our guys to be representative, because it is very complex and you guys are a highly sophisticated project, because it's going to take, a lot of effort to comprehend and utilize all the resources that you guys have. So, so I don't want to take any more of your time. I think I have a really good grasp of like where to start, and I'll talk to our reps down and chat with him and, be in contact and stuff.
Yeah, sure. No problem. And just something that should be obvious, but I will explicitly say, I love being for people making questions. So it's no problem. We have meetings or asking any questions you have on Telegram, everything. So it's very clear what we offer. So please don't hesitate to do that or with the new member.
Okay. Yeah, no, I will. I would definitely. And he's very interested. I mean, he's pretty technologically savvy himself, obviously not as much as your team is. And he's very intrigued in it as well, as I am, obviously. So I think it's going to be a good pair, to work with you guys. And as we, we'll kind of take a deep dive into your platform and start utilizing, hopefully all of it over time. And then we can share that knowledge with our partners. And, once they kind of see us start utilizing a lot of the resources that you guys have developed, I think, it's going to spread like wildfire, because a lot of what you guys have built are a lot of the complaints I hear daily, that need to be fixed. So that's good. That's a good problem. It's a good thing.
Thank you very much for your comments. And yes, we are investing all our resources creating partners, because in the end, partners will be the best marketing we have. It's a longer term strategy, but it will consolidate a greater ecosystem, and
Yeah.
that's why we are not investing too much in marketing. We are not pumpers. We are engineers. We
Yeah,
are not
exactly.
salesmen, right?
Yeah.
So we hope that our partners help us just creating awareness and not doing anything else.
Yeah, we could
And
do that.
thank you very much for your comments. We will do our best to, well, to fulfill the expectative you have with us.
Yeah, sounds great. Like I said, thank you. And I guess we'll be in touch, on Telegram and stuff.
Sure, no problem. Thank you very much. Anything else? Well, you can ask me.
Okay, I will. I
Okay.
appreciate that.
Me too. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.